Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not escape, and that is not going to get it done. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Fields rolling to his right. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. One play action. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaire Alexander. The 40. 20. 10. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers flushed out right. Man open, here's Jones. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fields eluding the pressure right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Got him. Let's go.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Your track.
Another try after the first down sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Rodgers again now. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game's up, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible... form tackle right there. Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. But I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Buying in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the tie. That is just what this defense...
Farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Fields. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check. Check, 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 check.
Here's Rodgers. Escape, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields eluding the pressure right. Throw caught here by Bird. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And this tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Fields going to hold on to it. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got the first. Even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can hold the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This one swung out to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.